We are a Singapore-registered charity since 2001 with the objective of helping the poor in third world countries. For over 20 years, we have been operating in Cambodia and Nepal. Our focus is on delivering impactful benefits to beneficiaries who are poor villagers, often in rural communities. Impactful means the benefits are immediately tangible and improves the lives of the beneficiaries. For example, when we give a beautiful wooden house to a poor family who is living in a run-down shed, the benefits to the family is immediate. They have shelter from the weather and insects and small animals. Their self-esteem is improved as neighbors can now come to the house to visit and talk. Children have a proper home where they can do their homework and study. In our website www.ohf.org.sg, it is very clear the benefits your donation is giving to the poor. We don't give vague statements like community development, health and empowerment programs that do not state precisely the benefits being delivered. Our methodology is to define the problem and deliver precise solutions to elevate the poverty the family is facing. For example, poor students have a high dropout rate because they skip school in order to earn money to support the family. Our sponsorship program provides food packs every 2 months to the family, provided the student do not skip classes, and all the school needs, such as stationery, uniforms and textbooks. The food pack is substantial and includes 50 kg of rice, canned food, cooking oil, sauces and other food items. In Cambodia, we build houses, toilets for poor families and UV water system for schools. All these work are done by our own staff and with our own equipment rather than contract to a vendor who may make unreasonable profit, and the quality may be questionable. This means that we need to have hands-on knowledge on what we're doing. For example, we used to build wells with hand pump, but as the water table dropped, we have to change from hand pump to a submersible pump. We have our own well drilling rig and need to understand how a well is being constructed and the cost of the parts needed to build the well. Likewise, when we build a house, we need to understand the quality of the wood, the type of roofing materials and even the height of the footers used. We know the cost of every part that is used to build the house, well or toilet. We have to understand how the house is being constructed. For example, a rebar sticks out of the footer and goes into a hole in the wooden beam to ensure the house is securely fastened to the footers. We contribute engineering knowledge and design, as well as project management and cost control to the execution of our overseas projects. The UV water system was designed by OHF and have been successfully installed in dozens of Cambodian schools in the past 10 years. Fraud control is a key part of the management of our overseas projects. We do not rely just on receipts and invoices, but have street-smart processes to detect and prevent fraud. For example, in many children's homes, there is no weighing machine. Food cost is a big part of the budget, and without a weighing machine, the organization would not know if they are paying for the right amount of food. If the cook returns from the wet market and declares that she has bought 20 kg of chicken, how do we know she has bought 20 kg of chicken without weighing the chicken? It is incredible that many organizations that runs children's home do not have weighing machine and do not have processes to weigh and record what have been bought from the wet market. Even worse is the fact that it's always the cook that does the marketing of wet food, so the temptation for corruption is very high. We are proud of our processes that ensure wet food marketing are carefully monitored and fraud is prevented. In a cash economy, it is very hard to control fraud and street-smart processes are needed. For example, the driver can pump petrol and ask the petrol station to write down whatever amount he wants on the receipt. So he can pump $20 or petrol, but the receipt will write $50. The driver then can claim $50 from the organization and pocket the difference of $30. These are but two of many examples of potential fraud and corruption that can occur in the running of an overseas project. OHF has over 20 years of experience running and controlling projects in Cambodia and Nepal, and we are willing to advise and assist other organizations set up proper procedures and processes to prevent fraud and wastages. A key metric that we use is the benefit to cause ratio. We define benefit as what the beneficiaries receive and not what was given to a third party. For example, an international charity can give $100,000 to an NGO in Cambodia and claim that as the benefit it has delivered. The NGO may pass that project to a third party, who then employs a contractor to execute the project. The final benefit that the poor villager receive may be a small fraction of the $100,000. For OHF, the benefit will be the cost of the house, toilet or UV water system, or food packs received by the poor. This emphasis on benefits, fraud and corruption prevention ensures that the maximum amount of donation reaches the beneficiaries. Donors often ask the charity what it does and not how it executes its programs. We welcome donors to ask how their donations are converted into benefits and how the benefits are delivered to the poor. Running OHF requires a wide range of skill sets, from understanding construction of houses and wells, designing seat-smart processes to prevent fraud, monitoring expenses, and managing the execution of the project. For example, building a house starts with selecting the right beneficiaries. We must ensure that the most deserving families get the house and not someone that is related to the staff, or worse still, have bribed the staff to receive the house. Many times we need to do micromanagement to reduce cost and improve efficiency. Running a charity is no different from running a business. There must be good problem-solving and decision-making processes and reports submitted to monitor what is happening. Reports must be very detailed so that we can analyze trends and spot potential areas where fraud can occur or has occurred. We treat OHF as a business where the donors are our customers and the programs are our products or services. We are stewards of our donors' money, and our responsibility is to ensure their donations truly benefit the poor. This is not easy, especially in developing countries, but we have 20+ years of experience. In Cambodia, we have spent $6 million over the past 20 years and have 35 local staff running several operations. This is perhaps an unusual video for a charity, but we want donors to understand the challenges and difficulties a charity face when operating in a developing country.